Hello and good evening. Welcome back. As you can tell, I've done a deep dive into my closet. I was searching for something that I haven't worn in a long time, and this hits the mark. I haven't worn this top in 8 years? I've bought it and then I've worn it once, I'd say. Anyways, debut for this outfit. Boom! You're welcome. Anyways, so we're gonna get back to the usual stretching routine. I'm super excited. Although we're filming this in the evening, I've been excited all day for this. Actually, since yesterday. I'm like, every single time that I get to present to you what we're doing, it runs through my mind hours and hours and hours, and I'm just so excited that we get to do this together. I hope you join me, and let's have fun today. All right, same routine as usual. And we're starting with ragdoll. Just hang out, forwards. If you like, bend your knees. Wave with your body. This stretch is really, really good for the back of my legs. It's also great for the spine. If you choose to focus on that, you can just raise your upper body, pulse a little bit, the lower points, raise. Do a bit of both. Hold tight. The next is arm circles. I like going from back to front because I honestly prefer the other way. So do what you don't like first, just like the same with eating. And switch directions towards the back. Nice circles. If you can, stand in front of a mirror and draw circles with your hands. Next is the side bend. Hands on your hips, other hand up, and we're stretching to get our body used to this 2 or 3 times. And then if you would like, you can hold your arm to the side and use the other arm as a weight. This is great for your side abdominals. You can also use both arms. And in the other direction. You can do the build up, or you can go straight to the double arm raise. Exercise. Love it. This is great. Next we have the air squats. Hand behind your head, shoulders back, elbows back, and then sit down. Try to make sure that your knees do not pass your feet. Your back is as straight as you can get it. And you do your squats. I honestly love doing squats, but as soon as I need to get my arms back, it's like a whole another challenge. Next is the squat stretch. We get down into our deep squat. Ooh. elbows to the knees, hands together. Press them tight and press. Oh, I'm used to doing this in the morning. Okay, next is our leg swings. I'll do it in this direction. Lift your leg, bring it to the back, and do your best to do it slowly. So you have a bit more of a challenge to stay balanced, and you use your muscles to lift your leg and lower your leg. Lift your leg and lower, because if you swing, hold up. You do have a bit more of a challenge with your balance, but you don't use your muscles as much. So, lift it controlled. And as you see with me, airplane arms are perfectly fine. I'm not master yogi yet. However, every single time you correct yourself, your core is engaged, saying, hold up, I don't want to fall just yet. Next is lateral leg swings. I like to do it in the diagonal first, as if you're kicking a football, for about half the time. And then once 15 seconds are over, to the other foot and out to the side. That means you are giving half your time to one muscle group and then the other half to the other. Here, here I'm focusing on the inner leg, the outer leg, and the glutes. And then when I switch to the lateral raise, I focus on the outside leg. And the stabilitating leg. All right, we have this lateral lunge. Feet wide apart, feet facing forwards. And we sit down. Butt towards the back. Just get as deep as you can. Perfectly fine if you don't get as deep as I can. I've been doing this for a while. And I have the whole, what's her name? You know, from the first Avengers, Black Widow. I have her in mind. Who's a super sexy spy. Like, if you have that in mind, for whatever reason, these moves just flow a bit better. Oh yeah. Do it for you. And if you do this in front of a mirror, it's cool to see your progression. Don't forget, airplane's arms are perfectly fine. You can Next is the lunge. One foot in front. We have our knee above our ankle. The lower leg is behind, feet towards the ground, and both arms up. If you can, keep your shoulders low. And we're switching the sides. Fingers up towards the ceiling. Here, as low as you can. Shoulders low, and breathe. next is our reverse lunge. Out of the lunge, we just extend this front leg forwards. We bend forwards. You can hold yourself and keep yourself on tipping. Oh my god. Okay, so the back of my leg is definitely an area I need to improve on, flexibility wise. But you know, it is what it is. So I keep on asking into my courses, hey, by these stretches, what do you feel? Do you feel the back of your legs? It's not everyone that feels this, but I, for sure, feel it hardcore. Okay. So if you, by chance, do not feel anything in the stretch, great, sweet, great for you. Oh my god. But I noticed in the back of my leg is something I definitely need to work on. We now have our lizard pose. That means we want to bend our forward leg, have our back knee on the ground, feet as well, and we just lean into the stretch at 45 degrees. This time I'm starting on the outside. I have my arms supported on the right, and then I lean inwards and move the support to the other side. I like to do these two different separate stretches within the one because it adds more variety. All right, we're switching sides. 45-degree angle, deep lunge, and I'm moving on the outside first. This allows for a deep stretch here on the hip flexor. If you like, you can raise your arm. That allows for more of a stretch here on the inner abdominals. And, oops, a little bit too late. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind, forget that. The next is the leaning quad. All right, same setup as a Bulgarian split squat. I'm gonna press pause until I get in. We have our knee above our ankle. The other ankle we want to grab with our hand. So this is something I'm still working on with my balance. This is the position. I'm going to press go. All right. And we're going. All right. So, as you can see, I have a bit to work on with my balance. I'm not sure if I could call this airplane arms, but it's something for sure. We can now switch sides. I am elegance in person. Elegance manifested, as you can see. Ta-da! Yeah, got it. So I have not done a single training of yoga, but that is something that I am considering for sure. Oh. I just pressed pause on the next exercise. So the more dance classes I take in heels, the more I do this with you, I realize I got a bit to work on. Anyways, so we're not doing this alone, you and me. Beginners, if you're, well, let's just say, I have a bit to work on, you're witnessing it, let's just do it together. And the next pose is frog pose. That means we want to spread our knees as far as we can. We open our hips and lean forwards. Get on your elbows if you can. Put your feet behind your butt and just rock forwards and backwards. This is a great hip opener. If you like, you can add a little bit more movement. up and down with your buttocks. Otherwise, just stay with the forwards and backwards movement. You can also hold. The next exercise that we're doing is the cat and cow. So lift your chin up, put a big divot in your lower spine, and then change that completely, chin to chest, spine up to the ceiling, and change. We're going moo, and then whatever cats do when they're fighting. Have you ever heard a cat fight? They're really fucking loud. Like, anyways, other side. So we are now doing the same exercise the second time, and this time we just want to move our hips. Oh yeah. Roll it in one direction for about 15 seconds. And then at the 15-second mark, we are now changing the direction and moving our hips in the circular motion. The next is our downward dog, the thing I have yet to love. We get our head between the shoulders, arms stretched, legs stretched. Okay, so this is something I still need to learn to love. Okay, try and get your back as straight as you can. That's my goal, at least. This is cool. I have a feeling that stretch looks better than I expect. At least I hope so. Anyways, next position is Cobra. I'm gonna go back to the start. The next position is Cobra. We lower our lower body to the ground. Our arms are extended. Chest is up. Lower back stretched. And then, because we can, we're just going to lower ourselves, our upper body with the arms, and press up. And work our biceps and triceps. And make any average Cobra totally jealous that we can do this. For sure. This is good for your body. Remind yourself, why are we doing this? Okay, next is the leading through 4. Easy enough. Sit on your butt. Have one leg, foot on the ground. We lift ourselves with our upper body, place the other ankle on our knee or just above, and sit back down. Pull this leg as close to us as we can. And that's the position. I'm going to restart this time and go. Okay, from this position, we just hold it. This is great for your sciatic nerve, for your glutes, your hammies, and whatever else you need in this lower leg region. I love showing this to my rehabilitation people, other people in my courses at work, because they show me with their faces, oh, hold up, just how much it's working. It looks like this. Not the cutest, but it shows me for sure that it's working. Oh God, exercise is great. Love it. What's next? Ooh, we're almost done. Okay, second to last exercise, we get on our back, make sure our shoulders are touching the ground, lift our legs so that our knees are at a nice 90-degree angle, and then shoulders on the ground, lower our lower body just centimeters above the ground, and then lift with your abs. Focus on your abs. Make sure this movement is coming entirely from your core. And just do it. Next, we just extend one leg. I'm doing that with my left. And with the bent leg, crossing over, knee to floor, shoulders on the ground. If you like, you can hold on to your couch and just get into this stretch. I'm not used to recording so late at night. I'm so tired, but that's fine. Okay, other leg extended, remaining knee bent and over to the side. And next up is my German recording. I like to do the English one first. It just lets out my English flow. And then I have a certain guideline to follow. Double the work. Hold up. Alright. We did it! We did it! You did it! Yes! Thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. We got to stretch, we got to strengthen ourselves a little bit, and we got to get into movement. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's always a pleasure. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your weekend. I love you. Oh, no! Okay, so I skipped an exercise. Anyways, message keeps going. Regardless of the message, the exercise that I missed. I wish you all the best. I hope you have the sunniest and most enriching days of your life. And yeah, I love you. Bye-bye.